We've talked about a number of things so far this week, but would it surprise you to be reminded that the market right now is roughly in line with where it was at the end of May of 2022? That's quite dramatic. If you have been watching this channel for some time and you have a very good memory, you'll know that May period was a quite difficult period for me. I experienced my largest ever drawdown, 27%. And we're going to explain why that happened and compare what the market was thinking when we were at this level back in May of 2022 and what the market was thinking, or the market is thinking right now, because there's a quite big difference and it highlights why the market might actually need to go lower. So, beginning of May, there's a Fed meeting, I believe it was May 4th. There were market predictions. The Fed's going to hike 75 basis points. This was their second hike. I remember this very vividly. 75 basis points. I figured that was not going to be the case, that they were going to hike 50 basis points. So I should be a very aggressive bettor on a very short-term move, which is something I don't otherwise do, but did in this one instance. So learn from my mistakes. Bet very aggressively on calls. The Fed hiked 50 basis points. The market rallied. I was a king for a day. I made a tremendous amount of money in one day. The market was up some 3 or 4% that day when the Fed hiked only 50 basis points. And actually it was a rather dovish meeting. However, the next day, the market was down tremendously. Gave all the previous day's gains away and then some, and then continued to sell for about 2 or 3 weeks after that, until that May 19th or May 20th low. At that time, we were 2 rate hikes in. We hadn't done a 75. The Fed basically ruled 75 off the table, and we were at the same level we are right now. We were at the same level we are right now. The Fed now, today, is still grappling with inflation. Let's not forget, from May until now, there were plenty of people saying peak inflation, peak inflation, peak inflation, peak inflation, okay? We're still grappling with inflation. We're seeing tremendously hot jobs data. A lot of people will point to commodity prices falling, goods prices falling, used cars, whatever you want to say it, but the Fed will tell you the largest category of core PCE is services. We're not getting relief there. As of yet, it's definitely possible we get something. It's definitely possible we've experienced peak inflation. My point here is the level we are now, we also experienced in May at the lows in May. At those lows in May, 75 basis points have been taken off the table. We did not expect a 3 or 5% terminal rate. I don't remember, but I assume it was somewhere around 3%. It was a very different outlook on where assets should be priced. So I think we need to consider that. However, this isn't going to go on forever. Okay, we're not going to see selling forever. And as a matter of fact, I'm not adding to my shorts today. I'm not adding to my shorts, yet. I've actually been locking in gains, covering shorts the past week or so. I'm still short. I still have plenty of shorts. I'm more so selling calls that are short, covering things like Tesla that are short, covering Blackstone that's short. I do want to get short again. And I plan to get short again on, I believe it's January 12th when CPI comes in. We've seen European CPIs better than expectations, markets rallying. Maybe we get a January 12th rally, big rally, low CPI, 0.1% month on month, something like that. And then I expect to short again and add to my shorts and adopt that positioning. I don't want to go in too short into that and get my face ripped off, even if I think the market's going to go lower, because I think the market's going to go lower. I just view it as a positive catalyst I don't want to be in the way of. And I'm acknowledging that. Today we're seeing a lot more of the same that we talked about yesterday. Energy doing well, market pulling back. We might get some jobs data tomorrow, make some market pullback. I might sell some late January call or puts puts that I have in preparation for that CPI next week. It's just a few days away. I'm not gonna get too, crazy about a few days. Anything can happen. But yeah, I really just wanted to say in today's video, we had 2 great videos the days before. I really just wanted to say that I was reminded today on CNBC, Mike Santoli brought it up, that we're flat since May. One of my clients actually said, we're like in this trading range the past 3 weeks. We are very much in a trading range the past 3 weeks, very tight too. When there's something like that, something big's about to happen. Is it gonna be up? I mean, I don't know. The jobs data, yeah, we're pulling back today, but not a lot. We got jobs data yesterday, the market was up. We talked about that. So we're really just flat. Tomorrow, maybe it'll push things down. Who knows? CPI is something to think about. Maybe the market can look past CPI. I mean, it looked past the October CPI. That was the ultimate 1-year low, was when we got that better than expected CPI. Market crashed hard first thing in the morning and then ended the day green. That was pretty insane. That is the low. But as we hear from the Fed, we heard yesterday, we're hearing again today, they're remaining tight and the inflation data isn't changing their outlook at all. So what does the CPI even matter? I mean, the Fed already probably knows the CPI. What does it even matter? It doesn't matter, right? You can fight the Fed if you want. I'm choosing not to. Yeah, I'm being a little technical. I started this video talking about my mistake. Maybe I'm making another mistake, not going super short and going, somewhat lighter into that CPI. I mean, we're still pretty short. We're making a lot of money today, up 3% or so. More than 3% actually. But we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Laid out some thoughts. Feel free to ask questions. That's today's video. And until next time, peace out.